This is Adam. Adam, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Love the show.
Thank you so much, Adam.
You're welcome. I don't mean to burst your guys' bubble, especially Scheim, but I don't know if you heard on the pregame show yesterday that Albert Breer was reporting that their plan is to sit Drake Maye for the whole season. And there's no really anything he can do in the preseason for that to change.
Yeah, I can't wait to ask Mayo about this on Monday. I've heard that.
Really?
Devin McCourty was on this show on Tuesday or Wednesday saying essentially the same thing. And I don't know. I mean, maybe we are looking at it with the wrong eyes. Maybe what we saw from Drake Maye last night does not look the same to Alex Van Pelt, Gerard Mayo, Elliott Wolf. I don't know.
Sitting Drake Maye for an entire year would be a massive organizational failure.
Yeah, I go back to Robert Kraft in the aftermath of Mac's rookie season, where they lost in the wild card round to the Bills, going 10-8. And he said, it's been a while. It's been too long since we have won a playoff game.
Yeah.
Now you're going to get here, and you're just going to basically, if you don't play Drake Maye this year, the rebuild doesn't even start until next season.
Right.
Well, but then Courtney brings this up, and I think she's spot on. It was interesting when Robert Kraft was on this show a week ago on Friday and said several times that he didn't know what you could expect from this season.
Well, that's even more
almost in a, take the under.
Right. Expect the worst. You know what I mean?
Kind of way.
Yeah, but that's even
like he's preparing everybody for a negative diagnosis.
Mm-hmm. But that's even more of a reason to play Drake Maye, because it's
why else would you watch this year? If you're Robert Kraft and it's just strictly business, why else would you watch this team? Would you want to watch Jacoby Brissett get happy feet and throw a pick in the red zone?
Nope.
No.
Ramondre Stevenson is a good running back. David Andrews is a very good center. Onwenu is a great guard. Hunter Henry's a decent tight end. They are okay, meh, at receiver. Their defense is top 10. If they have Drake Maye, there are going to be blowout losses. He's going to have 3 to 4 pick games. They're going to be ugly. But you're at least building something.
Right.
With Jacoby Brissett, I gain literally nothing.
What you get with Drake Maye by playing him this year is no one expects him to go out there and you're going to have 10 wins. But what you get is a guy who now, when he steps in the off season, he has a full year under his belt of playing, seeing everything. Listen, so imagine where his confidence level is going to be next season.
I would buy that maybe the plan going in was that Drake Maye wasn't going to play this season. I am hoping that what he has done in training camp and in situations like last night will change their mind. And we can ask Gerard Mayo about that on Monday on this show at 8, I believe.
8 a.m. on the phone Monday, yes.
He will join us Monday at 8.
It's time for
Larry Bird's not walking through that door, fans.
Would not say that I'm Mona Lisa Vito of the football world.
They
want you to cook the dinner. At least they ought to let you shop for some of the groceries.
said it.
Wake up to Del Bambino and have me face him. Maybe I'll drill him in the eye.
They said it.
I'm just going to say it.
All right, time for a quick back and forth on what they said yesterday in sports. Where do you want to start, Scheim?
Well, Greg, it's funny we've been talking about Drake Maye versus Jacoby Brissett because Gerard Mayo talked about it a little bit in his post-game comments yesterday after the preseason game. Here is what he said about if Drake Maye could beat out Jacoby Brissett for the starting job.
I was wondering, would the offensive line ever be an impediment to maybe considering him as the starter, or maybe, not giving him as much time if you don't trust the line?
Yeah, for me, we always talk about competition, and that's at all spots. So even if Drake, beats out Jacoby, he earned that role, and we don't really take that into consideration when he's ready to go. And if he's better than Jacoby, then he'll play, he'll start.
It's the way it should be.
Yep.
That's the way Bill would do it. That's the way any coach should do it. Is you're drafting.
Well, Bill did it with Mac.
Yeah.
Right?
He did, yeah.
And Bill loved Cam. We remember those days.
Yes.
It really, we were surprised because everybody at training camp said Mac was out playing Cam. And then you remember, I mean, it was an organic, nice moment. Fans were chanting for Mac at a preseason game. Last night had that feel.
978 text from Canton, which says Hoslong to sit Mac. Hoslong. Don't sit him. Start him. Start him. All right, what's next?
Well, let's hear from Drake Maye. Alex Van Pelt incorporated some of the stuff Drake Maye did in college, and Drake talked about that in his post-game presser.
Yeah, I think that's the great thing about this offense with what AVP does. We do a lot of different things. We can spread it out and empty. We can get 12 personnel, 13 personnel run the football. So we do a lot of different things. We got keepers. We got kind of the whole 9 yards. So I think a lot of the stuff that kind of translates from college, other than getting in the huddle and using the cadence, it all translates. So I think that's a good point. And also we go through kind of a list of plays we like before we're going out there. We're not just going out there. Just kind of not knowing what's going on. So we got a little bit of idea of, hey, it's third and medium. I think this call's coming. This is what I told him I liked. So he does a great job of kind of understanding our feedback, from all four of us, and just kind of call him what we like. So that's an awesome kind of way for us to connect.
Let him play. Let the kid play.
Yeah, and that's good by a coach. Like you should have an offense, but your offense should be able to adapt to what that player does well and what that player likes. Because at the end of the day, they're all like. Every offense is the same. It's just what words you use. The verbiage, exactly. But a go route is a go route. A corner route is a corner route. It's just,
Greg loves a button hook.
Yes, a button hook is a button hook. I don't know if anybody calls it a button hook, but hey, it is what it is. We know what it is.
Sometimes the buttons have been popping of late, but I'm working on
You
it.
look good.
You look great.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. All right, what's next?